Hello everyone, CMT here, also known as Ben, because you're going to hear that name, because I'm joined by my sister Jennifer once again.
Hello!
And we return to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Now, last time, you may recall, we
discussed thee versus you.
rescued / saw die the Great Deku Tree, and I accidentally tried to move my camera with the C-stick and threw a Deku Nut. So that's how today is going.
Yeah, that's.
He was full of chests with recovery hearts in them. That was a little surprising.
Yes, I did. I just found it weird because I'm used to them being like in pots or in plants. How can them be in chests? If you're gonna get like a quote unquote normal item from a treasure chest, I think of it being rupees.
Well, Meadow wants to talk to us.
Apparently. Hey, Link! What did you do? The Great Deku Tree, did he die? How could you do a thing like that? It's all your fault. Harumph.
Meadow is uninformed.
Yes. I'm surprised you didn't say grumble grumble again. And yeah, none of these houses have doors. That is so uncomfortable. I would hate to live here. I mean, it's very, idyllic, except there are no doors. What? Where are you going? To the castle? Where is the castle?
I mean, it's a good question, right?
Yeah, they've never left. Meadow is very upset. Did something happen to him? So I guess he's the only one so far that knows the Great Deku Tree died. I guess because he was right close by.
Yeah, he was.
And everyone else was too far.
They were. Where's Grass Cutting Man?
Is Saria in her house or by your house still, or where did she go?
I was going to check.
Well, of course she's going to be watching you leave.
It's the same dialogue.
She's watching you leave, so she's probably not here because she'll be on the bridge.
Yep.
Which, FYI, that bridge that exits, I love the fact that later on when you go to the Lost Woods, you can get to that area. I think that's really, really
We didn't
cool.
talk to this guy in the start.
We Kokiri will die if we leave the forest. You're not going to try to leave the forest, are you? He probably blocks the way,
He
right?
blocks the way with that sort of warning.
Can you get into the Lost Woods, though? Forest folk shall not leave these woods.
Yeah, you could go into the Lost Woods,
Oh.
but you can't go anywhere. You could go to Sacred Forest Meadow. We'll be going here later, so I'm not going to explore
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But Goron City is blocked by boulders that you have to blow up. And you
With
can't,
the bomb flowers, yeah.
Right, and you can't dive deep enough to get to Zora's River. So you can go to the Deku stage and stuff, but you can't.
I love the nighttime sounds as well. Oh, you're leaving. I knew that you would leave the forest someday, Link. Because you are different from me and my friends. But that's okay, because we'll be friends forever, won't we? Oh, now I am thinking about The Fox and the Hound. Where they have that bit of dialogue of, we'll be friends forever. I want you to have this ocarina, capital O. Please take good care of it. It's glowing.
It is the Fairy Ocarina,
Maybe that's why it glows.
which I pronounced weirdly.
You received the fairy ocarina. This is a memento from Saria. Set it to C, and use C to start playing it. Do you think Tattle, oh my goodness. Do you think Navi is saying this?
I don't know who's saying this.
You can play different notes with A and the 4C buttons.
Also, the main stick, left stick. I don't know what you'd call it on the N64 because there's only one stick on the N64.
Yeah. When you play my ocarina, I hope you will think of me and come back to the forest to visit.
So I think the narrative order that they want you to take is to go to the castle, then go back to the forest to talk to her.
Also, quick note here. I like the way they do this cutscene, where even though they don't have a good way of, they don't have voice acting, and they don't have
Look at that pan over
any
Hyrule
like
Field.
good way of doing facial expressions. They're able to, using the body language and the sound and all that, the camera and all that, are able to kind of get some of that emotion across
Yeah,
for both
for
Link
sure.
and Saria. So you think you're supposed to go to the castle and come back here and not go to Kakariko, huh?
Well, at some point you need to go to Kakariko, but like I can immediately just turn around,
And go talk to her in
and I'm
Lost Woods.
pretty sure. I want to find out. Obviously, you need to get Saria's song to get the Goron bracelet.
Yeah, that's a good point. So you have to go back there.
So at
you
some
do that too
point,
much.
like after you go to, and that's the second spot you go. So after you go to, talk to
When do you go to Lon Lon Ranch?
whenever. Lon
I guess no one's there right now, right? Malon isn't there.
yeah, Epona
Or
is,
Talon's not there, I guess, right?
Ingo is the only one there right now.
Yeah.
Epona is, I believe, entirely optional
As a kid?
in general.
Oh, really? Because you don't have to, like, use her to go across Gerudo. Bridge?
Longshot will get you across as well.
Oh.
This is where the Ocarina game is. You can-
Okay, yeah.
You can walk up here. And pull
I
up-
recognize it now you say
Yeah,
it.
we ain't doing that because it sucks big time. But that's a spot
It's
where
like
you
the
can do it.
frogs.
Yes, we're not doing. I probably will play Song of Storms for the frogs, but I'm not doing the. Let's see if I can aim well. Nope. I am going to be thrown off by the control stick not being the way I want it.
The up and down being weird. Yay.
Oh man, we'll see how I do on the archery mini games.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Cool, you're great. You scored 3 perfect bullseyes.
I just got the cursor where I needed it and left it there.
I have to give a neat present to such a wonderful person. Please take it.
I don't know how he shoots that at you.
He does.
He was storing that in his stomach? Where was he keeping that? I have some questions for him.
I have no answers for you.
I'm not sure if I want that. Like, maybe wash it first before you use it?
So what's interesting about this one is it's not blocked on this end, so you could actually go in here,
Oh, but you can't get anywhere, right?
but
Yeah.
then you're blocked here. Now what's cool is these warp transitions have that white fade, as opposed to the. Normally you have a black fade between regions that are directly connected. Those ones are kind of more magical. Also, there's a thing over here. There's 2 Deku Scrubs. I don't know.
I surrender. In return, I will sell you Deku nuts. Let's make a deal.
I don't have enough money.
Yikes! I'm going home then.
And then the other one will sell you something else. And then over here is the hole to the grotto.
With the butterflies.
Yep. And this is where the Deku stage is, where you
Oh,
can bring
yes.
masks and.
I remember this fascinating me because I don't know if you saw him there because it was really fast, but there's one Deku on the side that has like this really tall stalk thing,
Yeah.
and that's completely unique in this game. And I think those guys show up more in Majora's Mask.
Correct.
But that guy, I remember seeing that as a kid and not knowing to do the masks for it.
Yeah.
And being like, I want to see this guy. What is this? This is so weird looking. And being very curious about that. Uh-oh, then it's locked. Oh, you have to kill the... Okay. The wolf first. Haha, you're super powered nuts. If you can hit him, anyway.
I'm not used to playing this game on a GameCube controller.
Yeah, you've been doing the 3DS, you said,
Yeah,
right?
when I've replayed this, it's been on the 3DS.
Which the 3D element must be really cool.
I do like the 3D element. I know a lot of people aren't necessarily that big on into the 3D. I personally really like it.
It's funny because this is one of the first 3D games. You're talking about adding another dimension of 3D-ness. Three-dimensionality? It's kind of an interesting thought. Huh.
Yeah.
I guess this one's 3D the way a picture of a square is 3D. And the 3DS version is 3D more in the way that a box is 3D.
Yeah, except this one's 3D in the way that a picture of a box is 3D,
That's what I said.
and you said a square.
Oh, yeah, I meant a box. Yeah, a square is 2D. I probably meant cube and then said square.
That tracks.
Yeah.
Okay, so we do actually have to come back. Sorry, it's not here yet. Okay, that's cool. I was wondering.
Well, it was pretty and fun to see all of us anyway.
I was wondering how that would work.
It makes sense that kind of force you to have a little bit of time. And normally you probably would. So. I always think the Deku Scrubs are so cute. And it made me happy in Majora's Mask that they're like actually characters and not just villains.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So this is the only game with Kokiri, right?
Yes. Wind Waker kinda has a nod back to them with Fado?
Yeah, Fado, I always say, but yeah. Fado's probably more accurate. Where he's got the violin versus the cello for
Makar.
Yeah, with the
But
Koroks.
that's,
But then they keep on going forward with Koroks instead.
Yeah, Koroks are kind of what they use.
Well, what I remember thinking was interesting is that I feel like in Wind Waker, the Rito tribe, like the bird people, feel like they are an evolution, as it were, kind of the same way that the Koroks are an evolution of Kokiri. The Rito feel like they're an evolution of the Sheikah. Because they've got, like, they've got the red eyes and the white hair and all the stuff. I remember, and they're like by Death Mountain. And all that stuff. Like, I always remember thinking that, oh, these are the Sheikah tribe or whatever. And then in subsequent games, they have, like, the Sheikah and the Rito being separate. And they really have gone forward a lot with having the Rito be something in the games.
Particularly Breath of the Wild.
Which is probably the one I'm thinking about a lot. Skyward Sword feels a little amorphous to me as the thing that existed.
Yeah, they don't... They have Gorons in that, but I don't think they have, like, Rito or Koroks. They have the Kikwi.
There's an owl. Ben, how many owls are in my room right now?
I don't even know. How there's one there. There's one there. You have some owl earrings on.
I put them on because I knew we were going to see Gaebora. There's also one you can't see is behind that chair.
Oh, yeah, there's like an owl magnet sticking.
There are 5 owls in my room right now. Plus Gaebora, so there are 6 owls. I love the song that they play for him here.
Yeah, it is a good song.
I really like this song. It appears that the time has finally come for you to start your adventure.
Some people think this is Rauru.
I've heard that. I don't know where that comes from.
I don't know. It's not an unreasonable guess, but there's nothing in the game that I'm aware of to either confirm or deny it. So.
You will encounter many hardships ahead. That is your fate. Don't feel discouraged even during the toughest times. Go straight this way and you will see Hyrule Castle. You will meet a princess there. If you are lost and don't know which way to go, look at the map. The areas you have explored will be shown on the map. Press start to enter the sub-screens and L or R to find the map. On the map sub-screen... This is funny because I'm used to Kaepora from Majora's Mask. I'm much more familiar with Majora's Mask than this game. And he says hoot hoot a lot more than this guy does. I kept waiting for it to go hoo hoo, and it's not happening. He's talking about the map instead. On the map subscreen, you will also see a flashing dot showing you which way you should go next. Hoo hoo. I'm just going to add it myself. Did you get all that? Say yes, please. Default is no?
Default is no.
What's wrong with them? No, that's bad. Don't do that.
Poor audio's getting spiked.
All right. Fine, he says hoot hoot. All right then, I'll see you around. Hoot 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 hoot.
That last one was clearly ho.
What did I say? Who? No, who's better?
I know, it is.
All right. And how did it feel? Oh, you're doing it backwards. I was going to say, how did it feel seeing this Vista for the first time? But I don't see a Vista anymore.
It's incredible. Apparently, originally Miyamoto didn't know if the N64 would actually be able to handle this.
Because it's so large?
Yeah.
I feel like in Twilight Princess, they were trying to... Oh, and it's being nighttime for the first time. That must be exciting. Like, first time playing this to see that happen. I feel like I have the impression that in Twilight Princess, they were trying really hard to be like Ocarina of Time, but bigger!
Yeah, it very much so feels
and like that their Hyrule field is, like, too big. We're just
We do want to get to Twilight Princess eventually, by the way, but we're just going to do, like, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask during this sort of initial period of...
Wow, that didn't take long to see him again.
Recordings, so it'll probably be a while before we get to anything else after these ones, but...
Hey, Link! Wait a second, friend. Beyond this point, you'll find Kakariko Village. Have you seen the Princess of Hyrule? If not, I suggest you go to the castle. Hoo-hoo. Do you want to hear what I said again? No!
No.
Oh, that one has yes as the automatic. Why are they backwards?
Because it's the repeat dialogue that's the automatic one.
Apparently.
Like, you cannot match to his dialogue without taking care because you'll end up... getting
Link,
it.
you're the only one who can complete the quest ahead. You must do your best. Woo! So, you said that he is the speedrunner's nightmare.
Speedrunner's Bane.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you...
Wow, it's
My goodness,
so
it's
dark. I cannot see anything.
Because if you mess up... Like, there's ways to skip the triggers for his dialogue, and if you mess up, then he gets you.
And he takes a long time to get through.
Yeah.
So, Ben, why are we going to Kakariko Village first?
Because the gate closed.
Because it's nighttime, you mean?
Yes.
But it's going to stay night if we're here.
That's true, but there are some things that we can do here.
Okay. Instead of just waiting around for it to come daytime.
Yeah, I'm not going to do the Dampe heart piece because that one's entire luck, and I don't want to... I don't have the rupees to feed Dampe for his heart piece. We will shoot the Scatola here, and I'm going to try to do it. We will...
Can you see anything?
Attempt to shoot the Scatola here.
It's so dark.
I'm going to fail the friggin' archery game so hard
Your instincts are working against you.
that I need to invert the direction that this is moving the Y-axis. I don't know if this game is naturally inverted or not, but I want it the other way.
Yeah, I was wondering, is that something that has changed over time, or just something that's a Zelda thing or an N64 thing versus, like, newer games thing, or what's up with it being the opposite?
That's so easy to do. Hi, Roof Guy.
Hey, good to see you again.
I don't know. I think you can talk to him from the ground.
And he assumes that you did
It
that.
has different dialogue, yeah.
I'll give you this as a memento.
Our first heart piece is Roof Guy.
Yay.
So, normally when I've gotten this, it has been through ye old method of hookshotting up here. Which I think is part of why he has a dialogue, because you talk to him as a kid from the ground floor, and then he talks about how cool it is up on the roof, and then you can get here as an adult. But turns out, if you just do a side hop off of the top of that building, this is real easy.
Is he only here at night?
No.
Okay. I wasn't sure I'll do things at night here. I remember as a kid loving how vertical this city, this village is, with how there's different levels. I think it's a really fun aspect.
What is vanilla for this chest? 20 rupees.
Vanilla?
Vanilla is a term we use for randomizer for it's in its normal location.
Gotcha. Isn't it weird how vanilla is used to mean default?
It is. It is.
It's really its own flavor. It's our dad's favorite flavor, like for, cakes and things like that.
I like vanilla.
Ice cream. But it's kind of interesting how it's used that way.
But I'm going to go over this way to the graveyard. I don't know how dark this is going to be in the recording footage, but it is very dark for us.
It is extremely... with that saturation that I'm really seeing in this, it's making everything really dark.
Yeah.
So is Dampe only at night and the kid in the daytime?
Correct, but Dampe only shows up at night during a window.
Oh, okay. Because I know there is, time.
And, you can do this...
Hey, kid. Don't mess around with graves or something. I'm Dampe, the gravekeeper. My face may be scary, but I'm not a bad guy. Let me give you an advertisement. I'm American, not British. An advertisement for my side business. Dampe, the gravekeeper's heart-pounding grave-digging tour. What's gonna come out? What's gonna come out? When I start digging, we'll find out.
I don't think they pay him enough when he has a side hustle.
Yeah. Do you want me to dig here? 10 rupees for one hole.
We'll do this once.
That'd be hilarious if you actually got something. Nope, nothing here.
So, winning this gives you a... he also does not care if you move the graves, but the kid does. I don't know why.
That's very interesting. That the kid's more passionate than he is about it.
Way more. But there's a heart piece that you can get. Oh, this is... Oh, no, wait, this is the one I want. Yeah.
What's in the corner? Oh, bones. I see.
Yes, skulls.
Okay, those skulls look way too large for it to be a human. That's how you get the Hylian Shield in this game?
Well, you can buy it for 80 rupees, but that's the free version.
Wow, I did not know that.
There's a fairy fountain behind here, too, if you have bombs.
Okay, cool.
We can't do much else in the graveyard, but...
You need the song, right? Lullaby?
Yeah, so Zelda's Lullaby, or ZL, which I probably refer to it as, because I watch too many randomizers, allows you to open the grave over here and get the sun song.
Raining.
Yes, it rains there. And then there's another grave that, if you have the sun song, you can play it and it makes a chest appear.
Mm.
There's also, I believe, a piece of heart over here up on the ledge that you can either hookshot to or ride a magic bean to or do really interesting shenanigans with the boomerang to get. Obviously, we can't do that right now.
Mm-hmm.
So there's actually not a whole lot else for us to do here.
Navi wants us to go see the princess.
Yeah, Navi wants us to go see the princess. I want it to be daytime. Which is not going to happen from inside town, as has been pointed out. But I'm going to grab another couple Scatolas.
I remember always thinking it was so cool if you could time it just right, you could enter town at sunset.
Yes, it
And
looks really cool.
I thought that was so beautiful. I think that's really cool that they put that in. Like, it's not just day and night. There's also the option of sunset. Is that kind of only for Kakriko, or can you do that like in Castle Town and Kokiri Forest or things like that
I
too?
think you can do it for the other places, too.
I just really remember it here in Kakriko.
This one's probably the easiest one to do it, too. The castle has the drawbridge that goes up.
Mm-hmm. That would get in the way, yeah. There are a lot of sculptures.
Yes. I think there's... another...
And here's Grog, who probably doesn't have a name in this game. Or if he does, has a different
I
one.
can't get to that rupee he's hiding.
That's really frustrating.
It's one rupee.
Yeah. Kind of funny how it works that way, though.
Yep. I feel like there's one more up this way.
And he's only there at night, is that right?
I believe so, yeah, because I think it's his dad, the carpenter dude, otherwise.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm doing Scatola collection right now, but I am. I feel like I want to get to 50. These ones are pretty easy to get.
They are.
Okay, time to go wait for it to become daytime.
Yep. Time to go see the princess.
But I figured I might as well get these while it's dark. Again, I could try to do Dampe, but I don't want to do Dampe. That's one of those ones I'm going to skip, because like doing Dampe's heart-pounding tour is...
Not heart-pounding?
No, that's also the speedrunner's bane.
It's somnolence. Huh? His somnolent tour.
The randomizers make it so that way you win the first time every time.
Oh, that's nice. Again? How many times do we see him? Beyond this point.
He's
Whoa,
just-
wait, he's literally...
It's the same dialogue.
What? But does he know you're leaving Kakriko Village? I'm very confused by him.
It's just a trigger location, Jennifer.
Does it trigger when you haven't met the princess yet?
That seems to be the case, yeah.
Because I'd say otherwise, like, ooh, money. If it does that every single time you got anywhere near Kakriko, I would remember that.
No, I think it's only...
It may have been 15 years or more since I've seen this game, but I would remember that if it happened every single time.
Yeah, we'll probably try to see Richard and stuff as well.
Should I know who Richard is?
The dog.
Oh, okay. Is when you like wear a mask of truth or something?
No.
You're
thinking of
Majora's Mask. Yes. That's why I don't know who Richard the dog
It's
is.
the same lady.
Okay. Mamuyan.
Yeah. Whatever her name is.
Oh yeah, she's got a dog. She's in Castletown and has a dog,
Yes,
right?
she has a dog who's gone missing.
Okay. She just need to find
That
him.
dog's name is Richard.
You don't have to talk to him. Okay.
But it shows up at night. We got big guy, because I killed enough small ones.
So what you do to make it nighttime is you go out to the castle and it becomes night, right? And that's how you're
Yeah.
able to go have it be nighttime when you're inside the drawbridge. Oh, I love that riff of the morning music.
Yeah, I did not do that properly.
To me, like there's that song "Morning" by I'm blanking on his name, like
Classic musician, composer guy.
Grieg or something like that. And then there's this one, and those both are like completely. That is the morning theme.
Yeah, I love it a lot too.
I think it's Grieg. It's something like that.
You would be more likely to know.
It's the really stereotypical one that everyone knows.
Yeah.
Doesn't that guy tell you not to break pots or something? Well, no, I don't know what he said.
I pushed B and it scrolled through all of his dialogue at once.
Man, I I am so bored. Things would sure be more interesting if there were more troubles in the world. You're normal. Hey, that's just between you and me, okay? I remember now I saw a video where someone was speculating that this is the Poe collector later, and that's why he's all creepy. Oh, he actually wants you to break jars. Okay. He doesn't tell you off. He wants you to do it. Anyway, maybe we can let off some steam by breaking these jars. Stand near a jar. Oh, they're telling you how to break a jar now.
Yeah.
By picking it up instead of using your sword. That's like the tedious way of breaking jars. I guess if you're trying to let off steam, it might be.
Well, if you don't have a
better.
sword, you can throw them at Scatolas to kill them.
But at this point, why would you not have a sword?
Because you're doing a randomizer and you just start with a sword, or you're escaping without a sword, or whatever.
I guess that would make sense.
There's various ways
They
to get
would
out.
not have been planning for that, though.
You're correct, 100%. Yes. Do I want to go get? I'm gonna go try to do. Hey, guy.
Welcome to Hyrule Castletown. It's a peaceful, prosperous town.
Cool.
Yay. You're gonna try climbing up the drawbridge again?
Yeah.
And what is it at the top? Is it a heart piece
1,
or
2
rupees? Okay.
Or 40 if you get the.
Are they on both sides? Ah!
Yeah.
Alas, you lost some health.
Yeah, it's okay.
Hope the rubies were worth it.
They were absolutely worth it. Time to go fail slingshot
You
game.
need to get a bigger wallet.
Is that 10? Sure.
While you're thinking about it.
By the way, this is a GameCube version. Same version we were playing last time. Playing it on my Wii because my N64 cart for Ocarina of Time didn't want to work, and this did, so here we are. Yeah, see, here she is with Richard.
Yeah, Mama Yan. My precious puppy can run faster than any of the other mutts around here.
There's
The little
she's
girl
like-
is
she's
cute.
But you can go in here. I believe. Yeah, this is the guy that sells.
Welcome.
What do you say?
My current hot seller is the Hylian Shield, but it might be too big for you, kid. We already have one, mwahaha.
Yeah, there's a guy who talks about giving you a discount, but he doesn't give you a discount.
Oh, that's mean. And again, you can buy arrows when you don't have
Yeah.
the bow. I heard a rumor that there's a monster that eats Hylian Shield somewhere out there in the world. Have you ever seen it?
It's called a like and they
I was
suck.
about to say, is it a like?
They suck. They can also take your clothes off.
What does that look like?
You go back to the Kokiri tunic. But they can eat Goron and Zora tunics.
Okay, they can't eat the Kokiri. They just don't like the color green.
Yeah.
So they'll eat other
They also
things.
cannot eat the mirror shield. This is the potion
Oh,
shop
nice.
that sells healing potions and stuff.
To me, the potion shop is the one in Kakrika Village with the Andrew's grandmother lady.
Yeah, that's a different potion shop.
There's,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the one I was thinking. But you're an adult for that one, I think.
Yeah.
It's probably this one moved there. There's a rumor going around that there's a potion shop that can make the ultimate medicine. Maybe the one I was talking about, actually.
Yeah.
Welcome. Hey, kid. If you want to carry medicine, you need a container to put it in, like a bottle.
Yep.
So you can't really buy anything
Green
here.
potion to restore your magic.
What is
powder.
that light that they can sell there? And
This is Blue Fire. It is 300 rupees. But if you don't feel like getting any from Ice Cavern, you can buy some in the shop.
huh.
You can also buy a fish.
Is that a spider? Oh, it's a
Yeah,
bug.
this is bugs. Yeah,
I just saw legs.
we're probably not going to do bugs in soft dirt to get Scatolas because that's annoying. You can buy a fish for 200 rupees
And you can buy a Poe.
for only 30
Huh.
for some reason.
Too bad it isn't a big Poe so you can give it to the Poe
I
collector.
know, right? That would be too easy.
That would be really nice.
I think he gives you like 50 rupees for them and then a bottle and you get all of them.
hmm
Here's Mask, but we can't...
Oh,
the
there's Malon.
Mask is actually not open right now, I don't think.
Well, something's open. Happy Mess Shop. What a strange shop. I wonder when it'll be open for business. I read the sign there, but it still seems weird. Happy Mess Shop. Please read the sign before you use this shop. How this shop works. We do not sell masks at the shop. We just lend them to you.
It is some sort of marketing scheme.
You sell the loaned masks on your own. Oh, this is totally multi-level marketing scheme. You pay back the money for the mask, and we lend you a newer model. And isn't it like they give you whatever money they are willing to give you, and you have to give this guy
Yeah.
the set amount? And so, like, if they underpay you, I remember this now.
Yeah.
I
Some
remember.
underpay you and some overpay you.
I remember. You can borrow a mask you have already sold again. However, you can sell each model of mask only once, which is really stupid, but it's because of the game mechanics.
It's a game mechanic, yeah.
Yeah, but in a real world, that would be stupid.
Yes.
Please try our shop. Happy Mask Shop owner. And that's like his face? That's just creepy looking.
And it connects to this mask going out the roof.
Oh, it does. That I didn't realize that was a part of the building versus something in the background. That is
see? It goes down and penetrates into here.
Huh. He's inside of the mouth. That's just weird.
It is.
There's a reason people think the Happy Mask Salesman is kind of
a choice.
Disquieting. She's reminding me so much of Romani, where she's like, grasshopper. Anyway, hey, your clothes, they're different. You're not from around here, are you? Link talks in dots.
Oh, you're a fairy boy from the forest. My name is Malon. My dad owns London Ranch. Dad went to the castle to deliver some milk, and he hasn't come back yet.
Do I need to read it
Cool.
again?
No.
Okay. I'm not dancing, you know. My back itches. Ooh, ha, ooh. I feel like there should be a subquest where you help her not be itchy or something, but there isn't. Hey, forest boy. Did you ever hear talking to Malon or something? This is the city of Hyrule. Take your time and enjoy the sights. If you came here to see Hyrule Castle, take the street on your right. If you want to see the back alley of the town, take the street to the left.
This always captured my imagination so much as a kid.
That you could go out there.
These back alleys.
Uh-huh. That was so cool. I mean, it's actually really, really small, but this back alley idea made it feel a little bigger.
Yeah, it did.
Hey, what? What's wrong with loitering around all day? Huh, kid? He should be a sack on.
But like they have like laundry hanging up, and
that is really
and
fun.
The buildings,
and the bottles and everything.
Like,
it's really charming looking like that. And how the music is quieter.
Yeah, like the just the style of everything here, like gives a real like Hyrule Castletown just feels like it belongs in a bigger game somehow.
What do you think of the camera angles?
It's really effective, I think. And like, because it lets them do stuff that they couldn't do otherwise, because they're able to kind of like cheat at their graphics engine. Because they're able to basically use pre-rendered images, right?
Uh-huh. Well, and also the low angle, is that feel more sinister? Like being a back alley?
It feels more kid-like, I think.
I can see that. Lower perspective. It seems strange that packs of dogs roam our streets at night. Doesn't that seem weird to you? That must be what Richard hint, I guess.
Yeah. But like, it's one of those things where this market town, like, the way that it looks because of these different visuals feels like it belongs kind of in a different game somehow. And also just, it gives a sense that this place is bigger and there's more to do here. But there's just like the main area, the Temple of Time area, and this back alley, and then the entry spot. So it's like there's not that many like parts to it. All of this stuff is like closed right now too.
They're all nighttime shops, right? Hey, Sonny, I'll tell you something helpful. I heard there's a mysterious fountain somewhere near the castle.
Yeah, we need bombs for that. So this is Richard's house, I believe. We're half an hour into this and we've done nothing.
I think you thought we'd go faster than we are, Ben.
This is accurate. And this, I think, is the bomb shoe shop.
Strange, this door doesn't open.
It only opens at night.
Navi? Maybe Link said that to himself. Link actually does have dialogue in this game.
Found out.
Yes. He tells himself about the how to use different items he collects, and that doors aren't open and things like that.
And there's rupees up here.
They say we Hylians have big ears in order to hear the voices of the gods, but I've never heard them.
Ben, Hylian versus Hyrulean. Thoughts?
I think Hylian is the race and Hyrulean is the nationality.
That would be my thought too.
Okay. Fun fact, if you don't have the slingshot, you can still do this game because the game doesn't check to make sure you have the slingshot before you do it because they assume you do. So if you get out of the forest without the slingshot, you can still do this game.
Now, and if you play this game and then leave, do you then have the slingshot? Or
Nope.
you only have it for the duration of the game? So they loan you a slingshot.
Free retry if you hit 8 or more targets, and then you have to pay for more. Okay. Well,
This will be fun.
this is going to suck because...
It's a game for grown-ups, but you can play anyway. Break the rupees. At least your left and right aren't backwards.
Oh,
Imagine
goodness.
if that one. Because they seem mostly like the same. Except for that one, they seem mostly the same level. So you don't have to worry about changing the left. It's mostly just left and right.
Well,
change.
let's try to get a free one.
Oh, those ones are a little higher up.
Yeah.
Yep,
Well,
there you did the going
I'm paying.
down.
I'm fine at this on the. Oh my goodness. I'm fine at this on 3DS, but 3DS has the gyro aim and stuff, so it's a lot easier to aim on.
When I've had to use, I normally use a PC, and when there's a computer at work a laptop at work I use sometimes, and I think it's a PC too, but it has the up and down scroll backwards of what I'm used to, and it throws me off every single time. Like I try to scroll up and I scroll down instead. It's awful. So I understand your pain. And I think Macs are the opposite way too. And like the thing is, you can make a logical case for both. Like,
wow, I am terrible at this.
Practice hard and come back.
Yeah.
You're gonna use up all that money you saved by finding the Hylian Shield, then by spending it on this game. Oh my goodness, you're gonna lose the first one. Ah, you got it. Use that.
I'm gonna give this one more try, or any free tries that I might manage to snag.
But not keep spending money on it.
But this will be the last round, because we don't need a bigger... Oh, I've lost already.
Did you miss one?
I'm out of money.
Oh.
Or out of, not money, out of seeds.
Oh. Oh yeah, I didn't realize I'm used to...
There's 15.
I'm used to the arrow ones in Majora's Mask that have infinite. Oops.
Well, I'm just going to be terrible at this. Aiming in this is rough.
I wonder why it's a cactus in the background.
I don't
Is
know.
that to give like a Western feel? Ooh, you got another free try.
Yeah, if you get at least 8. You get
Yeah,
a free
yeah.
try.
I was noting that you had done it again to get a free try. And there's 10 altogether?
Yes.
Maybe it's supposed to be a lever.
I don't think so.
I don't remember if there are any cacti in the
Desert?
desert, the
I
haunted
don't
wasteland.
I think so.
So, like, if they've never seen a cactus, what are they invoking? Did you just miss the one? Oh,
I
that's
think
so
so.
annoying. At least this is good practice to help you remember how to turn the thing.
It is not helping me remember how to do this.
A lifetime of conditioning cannot be undone in one round of hitting rupees. Ah! Now, in some of the later games, do they have a laser pointer? Basically. I feel like I remember seeing on some of them they have a... Oh, I don't
Okay.
think you're getting the free one this time.
Do I want to play a game? No, I do not.
You don't have to play if you don't want to, he says. Like, yeah. I feel like I've seen some of the later games that they have like basically a laser pointer that lets you see what you're aiming at, or some of the maybe it's not with slingshots.
The hook
but,
shot does.
Yeah, but arrows never do.
No.
Okay, so it's just a slingshot or hook shot that does that. Hyrule Castle. Gaebora again. I did not realize he showed up so much early in the game. Does he ever show up later in the game? He shows up. He flies across the sky when you're in the.
The GameCube
desert,
version
right?
needs to work on their transparencies a little bit.
Just a little.
Yeah,
That's very white outlines.
The white outlines, I think, are because they're not alpha valuing properly.
Huh.
Should fade out more.
Interesting.
Let's go grab a
But we see Gaebora late in the game. Oh, his head's upside down. He's so cute.
I did not advance it. Hey, Link, this way. The princess is inside the castle, just ahead. Be careful not to get caught by the guards.
Ho 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 hoot! I said ho ho this
You
time
did.
to make you happy. On this ground, time flows normally. Okay, how weirdly meta is that statement? But time stands still when you are in Lon Ranch or in a town. They are very weird in their...
It's a really good way to solve a problem, though, which is they have, like, towns function differently at nighttime.
Well, no, I get that. My question is him pointing it out.
They're explaining game mechanics.
Yeah, but they're explaining game mechanics if it's a, like, thing in world. Hoot, 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 hoot. Which way are we gonna go now, Ben? I don't think we need
No.
to. We missed half of it, but I think we're okay. Whoo, you're a smart kid. Good luck then. Whoo-hoo. He does say whoo more, I think.
Yeah.
What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I know that there's like a bit later on in the story where you see him fly over. Like I think they say you never see him as an adult, but like maybe he flies over in a
I think in the
cutscene or
credits,
something.
maybe.
But he's shown up so much in these, like, you know, few minutes. Like, this episode, he's shown up, like, 3 times, and a 4th time.
I don't know why I have to rezone here, but...
Oh, you do? After Gaebora?
I need
to see Malon. You're probably supposed to try it out yourself first and fail and leave and then come back and have it work. Hey, are you going to the castle, Fairy Boy? Would you mind finding my dad? He must have fallen asleep somewhere around the castle. What a thing for an adult to do. Oh yeah, if you look for him, I'll give this to you. I've been incubating this egg very carefully.
Thanks.
It's a weird egg. Something's moving inside of it. That is weird. So, like, is this Link talking to himself or Navi talking to him?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I'm getting too meta with this, aren't I?
Yes.
But I find it weird that the character is getting meta as well and saying time doesn't pass when you're in a town.
But it's a good way of, like, solving the problem.
You have to tell them somehow, right?
Well, because you basically have 2 solutions. Like, what Majora's Mask does is it runs a cutscene when you're in town and time changes, right?
Mm-hmm. And then it automatically switches over.
And that hides the switch.
Yeah. They are really deaf, those guards. They didn't hear you yell as you touched the ground. There's a path you have to take, yeah. I remember.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the way through here. It's been a while.
Mm-hmm. Do you really want to go through this gate that much? Let me think about it. Okay, but in return, give me 10 rupees.
Sure.
I'll let you pass quickly. I did not know you could do this.
I didn't know you could bribe the friggin' Hylian Guards either.
Apparently only the first one, I imagine. Huh. I mean, that doesn't really get you that much, does it? I mean, everyone else presumably didn't get bribed.
I think that just lets you through there.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little faster, I guess. And the pretty flowers.
I mean, we have to faff about until it's day again anyway.
Yeah. So the cuckoo will grow up.
Hatch.
Aha. Climbing.
Yep.
It's a pretty night sky. So is dawn at 6?
The top of that is faithfully recreated in Smash Brothers.
Yes, it is. Which game did we play first? This game or Smash Brothers?
This game probably, but I can't tell you for sure. It's been long enough.
Yes, that is definitely true. It has been a long time.
I always wish you could explore the castle more.
Yes, absolutely.
The grounds are pretty extensive, as we'll see momentarily. Oh my goodness, how is it 40 minutes through this already? I was thinking we were going to get through the Goron Ruby today, but in this episode, but
you forgot the castle was in between.
I didn't realize how much time everything else was going to take.
Mm-hmm.
Well, might as well get started on pulling boxes. No, not that. Like pulling boxes around.
And this is the milk boxes, right? That
yeah, these are the milk crates that he delivered and
then fell asleep.
It's days.
Mario.
Yeah.
Too bad you can't push him into the water. That would wake him up, don't you think?
Yeah, pretty solid.
Now, what do you think the butler, whoever comes out to collect these milk boxes, is going to think when he finds them stacked up so weirdly next to the stream?
I don't know.
Might be kind of confusing. So you don't have any songs yet, right? So if the ocarina, all you can do with the ocarina at this point is mess around.
I can noodle on it, but that doesn't help time pass. So.
No, I know it wouldn't. I was just wondering. Ooh, you can see the Triforce symbol over there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it looks suspiciously like one of these milk cartons. I guess because it's wood.
Egg hatched.
Yeah, chicken hatched. Zzz, boom, 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 boom. Welcome, our ranch is so fun. Come on and look around. Wow, this is a great angle you chose, Ben. What in tarnation? Can a person get a little shut-eye around here? Thank you for changing the... That didn't help much, but it's a little better.
Is it?
Well, I can see you. Hello, and who might you be?
Prepared.
Yep, I'm Talon, the owner of Lon Lon Ranch.
I went to the castle to deliver some milk, but I sat down here to rest and I guess I fell asleep.
By the way, the reason why the mask shop isn't open yet is because it doesn't open until after you deliver Zelda's letter, because it occupies that inventory slot.
Ah, that makes sense. What? Malon was looking for me? I'm gonna catch a farmer now. I messed up bad leaving Malon behind to wait for me. She's really gonna let me have it. Funny run.
Yeah.
Wow, he's got really long arms.
He's built like a gorilla.
He is. So I thought he was Mario. Maybe he's Donkey Kong.
I thought he was Mario too, but yeah, no kidding. Technically, you only need like one of these boxes. If you like put it like there, I think you can make the jump.
Ooh, you did it.
And then the game just like puts the boxes there because it assumes that's the only way to
That's
get
funny.
in.
Now, with this game, so we have the Nintendo Power Guide for this game. And the section in the guide that is for this is called Tiptoe Through the Tulips. And so I always associate this tune with that, even though it's like completely different. The song is completely different, the actual Tiptoe Through the Tulips song. But I always think of this when I think of
Tiptoe through the tulips with me. And that's all the more I'm doing of that.
Well, you know more of it than I do, because I just think this song when I hear Tiptoe Through the Tulips.
Yeah.
Now, you told me that they can only see you if you're touching the ground. Is that right?
That is what I understand, yes.
So if you manage to fly, they will not notice your presence.
Or have perfect side hops.
If you side hop, they will not notice your presence. I don't know how their vision works. I suggested when he told me this that it's like Toph from Avatar: The Last Airbender, where she like senses the vibrations in the earth. So if you're flying, then they don't feel the vibrations.
It's hard to do.
The angle could be better. Ooh, you got some money though.
I did.
Gonna try for the red ruby? Rupee? I mean, rubies are red too. Now, if you get too close to him, even though you're behind him, does he sense you? Or is it completely out of sight?
I don't know.
I don't either. In keeping with how I am more used to Majora's Mask, I always remember the Deku Guards, and at nighttime you can see their vision.
Yeah, which is a very nice trick.
These guys don't have that. Now, let's look at this artwork here.
It's really neat sculpture, isn't it?
It's a king with children? Peasants? Who are the short people?
I thought that was waves, but you're right, they are figures.
Oh, so you thought it was like Venus out of her clamshell or something?
More splashy or something, yeah.
I think it's a king or a knight or something, and then short people.
Now that you mention it, yes, it does kind of look like that. I sincerely hope that I am successful at this time.
You don't want to get kicked out, huh?
I don't want to have to repeat it.
That guy behind you is making me nervous.
He is making me extremely nervous as well.
Ah! Will we make it? Oh, we did. Why are there some patches that are marble and some patches that are grass?
I think the marble areas are to give you a sense of where you can be okay.
Okay. So you're safe if you're on marble, huh? Let's
There's
take a look.
another statue.
I was gonna say, let's look at the statue. It's like a scholar, maybe. Someone kind of wearing a tunic
This also gets skipped and randomized.
and holding something. They don't like doing this section, huh?
You just crawl in the hole and you get given the goods and kicked out.
They do a lot of modifying of this game. Then.
They make a lot of things more efficient that is not like hard but kind of tedious.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of things that are like that.
This is a beautiful place, isn't it?
I love this courtyard.
Let's look, but we have to look at all of the windows.
We
Let's
do.
see. Okay, is that Mario there?
There's Mario and Peach.
That's Peach. Wow, the graphics are not good for her.
And Yoshi.
Oh, I see Yoshi, yes.
And
Luigi.
And Bowser, I think.
Oh, maybe? Yes, that is definitely Bowser.
Yeah.
Why is Peach's picture so small?
I have no idea, but they can't have too many princesses competing.
I suppose that must be it. And what's on this side? A jar. Hey, you! Don't cause any trouble! That's really funny. Ah, bomb! This is the first time we've seen a bomb. Ooh,
Probably.
your rumble, your...
I know, right? It went off.
His controller shook so loudly that I heard it when the bomb went off, the rumble from the bomb.
So we'll probably finish this episode after we get Zelda's Lullaby and pulled out of
That
town.
sounds about right. We can see guards in there, too.
Yeah. So we got a long cutscene here.
Who? Who are you? How did you get past the guards?
They're not very observant.
that? Is that a fairy?
I don't think she's seen a fairy before. She's
The fairy
maybe a
just
picture.
hid. That was really funny timing.
Yep.
Then are you from the forest? Then you wouldn't happen to have the spiritual stone of the forest, would you? That green and shining stone? What color are her eyebrows?
They're green, yellow?
I thought they were gray. They're a very weird color.
I think that our recording device is making things more green than normal. For some reason.
Her hair looks normal next to her ear.
That's true.
But her eyebrows are this really weird color.
I have to say, I kind of want a remake of this game that is the version that my nostalgic memory of childhood is, if that makes any sense.
And before you had seen better graphics in later devices. Remember how excited we were by the texture on Mario's...
in Melee?
Yeah, jeans and Star Fox's fur.
Yep, in Super Smash
We were
Bros. Melee.
so excited by that.
That's very cool.
It was such a step forward. They're green. They are totally green.
I do have it.
Do you have it? Oui, madame. Just as I thought. I guess mademoiselle's better. I had a dream. In the dream, dark storm clouds were billowing over the land of Hyrule. This is the climate thing again. Over the land of Hyrule. But suddenly, a ray of light shot out of the forest, parted the clouds, and lit up the ground. The light turned into a figure holding a green and shining stone, followed by a fairy. I know this is a prophecy that someone would come from the forest. Yes, I thought you might be the one. Oh, I'm sorry. I got carried away with my story and didn't even properly introduce myself. I am Zelda, Princess of Hyrule. What is your name? He talks in dots again. Link.
The way you said that gave me Breath of the Wild flashbacks.
Talking in dots?
No.
Saying Link. Oh, yeah, the way Zelda says it in
Link.
that game. Wake up, Link. Strange. It sounds somehow familiar. Okay then, Link. I'm going to tell you the secret of the sacred realm that has been passed down by the royal family of Hyrule.
They tell it to their kids when they're 10.
And you'd think the hero Link would have come up in these stories. Which is like, your name sounds kind of familiar. It's like, maybe you've read a story about it. Please keep this a secret from everyone.
Is this a reference? Is this a Zelda 1 reference? It's a secret to everyone, and then he bribes you with a pile of rupees?
I have never played Zelda 1.
I mean, I barely played Zelda 1 myself, but this feels like a Zelda 1 reference.
It might be. The legend goes like this.
Get ready for a bunch of auto text. Oh, that one automatically transitions if you don't push A soon enough. Fast enough.
The three goddesses hid the Triforce containing the power of the gods. Sorry, I'm just thinking triangles again. Somewhere in Hyrule. The power to grant the wish of the one who holds the Triforce in his hands. If someone with a righteous heart makes a wish, it will lead Hyrule to a golden age of prosperity.
We don't use this.
I know, right? Why not? If someone with an evil mind has his wish granted, the world will be consumed by evil. That is what has been told. Why don't they use it? So, the ancient sages built the Temple of Time to protect the Triforce from evil ones.
Safety, apparently.
What did I say?
They don't use it because of safety precautions.
Oh, for safety precautions.
Because if they had it out and were using it, you never know. Maybe an evil person.
Okay. I guess that might be. Better to be safe than sorry with okay. That's right. The Temple of Time is the entrance through which you can enter the sacred realm. Oh, I like that camera angle. The sacred realm from our world.
It is a nice camera angle being framed by flowers.
Yeah.
Now imagine if
It's
those were
swooped down.
HD flowers.
Ooh, so pretty.
I know, right?
But the entrance is sealed with a stone wall called the Door of Time.
Don't worry, people have figured out how to get through it by going through the void.
Ooh.
I'm not going to do Door of Time skip. I don't know how to, and I don't want to.
And in order to open the door, it is said that you need to collect 3 spiritual stones.
Apparently, that is false. You only need to be able to play the Song of Time, Because the game assumes if you can play the Song of Time, you have the 3 spiritual stones.
They have a lot of things like that.
There's a lot of things where it's like, this is the lore of what's going on, but under the scenes mechanically, they're just hand-waving, like, we assume if you did this, then you did that.
Mm-hmm. And another thing you need is the treasure that the royal family keeps along with this legend. The Ocarina of Time. She said the title.
Yep, title drop. Game over.
Her eyebrows are green. Did you understand well the story I just told?
Yes.
Everyone asks this. That's great.
They want you to be able to repeat if you, like, I don't know, weren't paying attention or it didn't make sense or something.
Maybe because it's auto goes through it, they think you didn't catch it or something. The Great Deku Tree did that too, right?
Everyone does.
I forgot to tell you. Kaepora is the worst because it's not auto continuing. I forgot to tell you. I was spying through this window just now.
You can tell she does not have actual fingers.
Oh yeah, she's using her whole hand. Like when I was wearing a mitten earlier today and I was pointing using my whole hand. It's cold, by the way, where we are and when we are. It's like, what, in the teens outside, Fahrenheit?
Yeah, Fahrenheit. Important distinction.
That's important to mention. The other element from my dream, the dark clouds, which are really hard to read with this background, I believe they symbolize that man in there. Will you look through the window at him?
Yes. Thick window, which means they have thick walls. Which is very good design for a castle.
Okay, how could she see him if he's just walking up and bowing? Like, was he walking up and bowing multiple times? Or was she just hoping that she would spot him, but he hadn't come yet?
I don't know.
Also, Captain Vissen. The guards look like the captain in Majora's Mask.
Oh, okay.
I know Majora's Mask much better than this game. I will say it again. Can you see the man with the evil eyes? That is Ganondorf, the leader of the Gerudos. They hail from the desert far to the west. Though he swears allegiance to my father, I'm sure he is not sincere.
It's been pointed out to me that 100% of Gerudo men are, like, jerks.
I mean, we've only met, like, one Gerudo man, right?
Canonically, he's the only one.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, every 100 years they have a boy or something.
I'm not sure how it
And then
works.
he's their king or something
Yeah.
like that. The dark clouds that covered Hyrule in my dream, they must symbolize that man. How does she know that? Is she racist against Gerudos? There might be something we don't know about. Maybe she had the same dream that you did, where we saw him on the horse.
Yeah.
What happened? Did he see you?
What happened
He
to
looked.
Zelda?
She's at a funny angle. Her head is turned very sideways.
She's doing this.
Exactly. I don't know why she's not turning her body a little bit more.
Yeah, it was a bit weird, but that's okay.
Don't worry. He doesn't have any idea what we're planning yet.
I don't know.
I mean, he certainly is able to use it because he would not have been able to. I want to know what Link asked. He would not have been able to accomplish his goal if you guys hadn't, like, opened the door for him.
Yeah, this is kind of a cool framing, too.
This is nice. I liked how it moved as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's saying yes to something that Link said in dots, I'm assuming. Yes, I told my father about my dream. However, he didn't believe it was a prophecy. Her name is Zelda. You should know this. But I can sense that man's evil intentions. That's how she knows. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They answered it later. What Ganondorf is after. I love her expression. That's so cute. Her eyebrows look a little less green, too. What Ganondorf is after must be nothing less than the Triforce of the Sacred Realm. He must have come to Hyrule to obtain it. And he wants to conquer Hyrule. No, the entire world. You're making a lot of assumptions. You can tell they're kids.
Yeah.
They're making a lot of assumptions.
They are making a lot of assumptions.
Link, now we are the only ones who can protect Hyrule. Please. I don't believe you. They give Link the weirdest options of, like, yes or no when the yes is the only option. And then I don't, like, well, if you said I don't believe you, what would happen? I mean, I'm not advocating it, but
We get more dialogue until we come back to the screen here.
no, more dialogue. Oh, she's so sad, Ben. You made her sad. Aw, please believe me. My prophecies have never been wrong, but my father doesn't believe me, even though he's in a position to know that. Please.
Okay.
That was a really convincing argument. Thank you. Oh, she's so cute with that face. She's like so happy. Ooh, flowers. I am afraid. I have a feeling that man is going to destroy Hyrule. He has such terrifying power. But it's fortunate that you have come. Oh, he's gone. He must have continued on. We must not let Ganondorf get the Triforce. I will protect the Ocarina of Time with all my power. He shall not have it. You go find the other 2 spiritual stones, because if you gather them all in one place, there's no way he could... Anyway, let's get the Triforce before Ganondorf does, and then defeat him. So she wants to use the Triforce. See, we were saying, why does no one ever use a Triforce? She actually does want to. So maybe she's got some ideas here.
Yeah.
One more thing. Take this letter. I'm sure it'll be helpful to you. She's making a handwriting motion. That's really cute.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's definitely... They have limitations in the graphics, but they also are able to do a lot, considering.
This contains Princess Zelda's autograph.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Does that mean we can sell it for lots of rupees that we can't hold in our very small wallet?
Our 99 rupee wallet.
Yeah. I guess it's the narrator that's saying that. My attendant will guide you out of the castle. Don't be afraid to talk to her. You need to talk to her because she teaches you the song.
Yeah. I think this automatically talks to her.
Yep, it does. Auto cutscene. Does she have like under eyelashes or what was that? Makeup maybe?
Oh, yeah, it's like she's got white stuff down there.
Yeah.
I mean, you have eyelashes on the lower.
Yeah, but hers are really, really big. I am Impa of the Shekas. I'm responsible for protecting Princess Zelda. Everything is exactly as the princess foretold.
I wonder how old Impa is supposed to be here.
I'm not sure. Side note, for a lot of, not all of them, but for a lot of these races, like the Gerudo and the Zora and things like that, I always think of them as like the singular and plural are both Zora or both Gerudo, like without adding an S on the end. But they're adding S's to the ends of everything, except for Kokiri maybe. I don't think they're adding it to Kokiri.
Yeah.
But I've kind of, some of them I felt like, it's collective and it's plural even when there's not an S, but they've been adding S's.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's her next line? You are a courageous boy. There's the Triforce of Courage. You are heading out on a big new adventure, aren't you? My role in the princess's dream was to teach a melody to the one from the forest. This was a very specific dream. This is an ancient melody passed down by the royal family in blue that is very hard to read, but I guess is royal blue.
Yep.
I have played this song for Princess Zelda as a lullaby ever since she was a baby. So I wonder what the actual song title is supposed to be, because it sounds like she's calling it a lullaby because she sang it to Zelda as a lullaby.
Yeah.
But maybe it's supposed to be called something else.
There's mysterious power in these notes because apparently people can't learn it unless they're explicitly taught.
That's pretty magical, yeah.
Because somehow you're able to this song, therefore you connected to the royal family.
Somehow this lullaby is so complicated that
lullaby.
no one can learn it. There is mysterious power in these notes. Now listen carefully. Memorize this song.
Why does her armor have a belly button?
Oh, it does. Maybe it's supposed to be like one of those weird leotards that they have in comic books where it's showing every bit of their body underneath.
Or maybe it's like those cuirasses that have like abs on them.
It's like the nipples on the it's like the nipples on the Batman uniform
Yeah.
in Batman and Robin. So you hit the first note wrong, huh?
I pushed up instead of left.
Strong going.
Look, I'm on a C-stick. It's the opposite side of the controller from where the buttons are. That's not an excuse. But I totally flubbed it.
Your first time playing the Ocarina, I guess we can give you some slack. Also, it's very sparkly. I don't remember the Ocarina of Time being sparkly. Is it just a fairy ocarina, or is it because it's an important cutscene that it's sparkly?
I think it's because I learned a song.
Okay. If the castle soldiers find you, there will be trouble. Let me lead you out of the castle. Then do you go to Lon Lon Ranch, or do you go to Kakariko again? Wow, when she said out of the castle, she means out of the castle.
She really means it, yeah.
You brave lad, we must protect this beautiful land of Hyrule. Take a good look at that mountain. That is Death Mountain. Not an ominous name at all. Home of the Gorons. They hold the spiritual stone of fire. It's like Mount Doom, Death Mountain. Who names these places? At the foot of Death Mountain, you will find my village, Kakariko. That is where I was born and raised. You should talk to some of the villagers there before you go up Death Mountain. The song I just taught you has some mysterious power. Only royal family members are allowed to learn this song. Neither of you are royal family members are allowed to learn this song. I already do not trust you. Remember, it will help to prove your connection with the royal family. Or will it prove you are a member of the royal family? Which is it? The princess is waiting for you to return to the castle with the stones. All right, we're counting on you. That is a good bait and switch, though, because, yeah, you think you're collecting the stones and going to see Princess Zelda again, but actually, when you collect the stones and return, you know, you have her running out on the horse scene. So that's a good kind of bait and switch, you know?
This seems like a good spot to save to the memory card because we're on the GameCube, and wrap up this episode because it's been an hour.
And 5 minutes, don't forget those.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yes.
So we're going to go ahead and wrap up here. I'm going to leave us on the pause screen because I want Lon Ranch to be at the daytime because that's where we're going to go. I want to go get some stuff over there, so we will do that in the next episode. But we're going to go ahead and wrap up here, so thank you all very much for watching. Until next time, everyone. Take care, and goodbye.
Bye-bye.